Are you tired of watching other Etsy shops take off while you're barely getting any views? I totally get it. You're putting in the work, you're creating beautiful products, but the orders are not coming in. Here's the thing, I did everything the wrong and the hard way when I opened my shop. And because of that, I wasted a lot of time, a lot of money, and I got a lot of frustration. But what if I told you that you're probably a lot closer to getting over that hill than you think? You just need to know what actually works. And in today's video, I'm sharing the 5 things I would do differently if I opened a shop today. And by the end, you'll have a clear roadmap to turn your shop around. And make sure you watch all the way through because I'm sharing a harsh truth later in the video that changed everything for me. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Danya, and I relaunched my digital shop in July of 2024, and I was able to blow up my shop relatively quickly because I took a strategic approach. And on my channel, I share what I've learned along the way so your shop can blow up too. I also have an online community where I give you daily trending niches, AI image prompts, research tools, and so much more. All the really good stuff. The members in my group are already getting their first sales and things are just taking off from there. If you're interested in joining us over in the group, go ahead and check out the link below in the description. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Launch quickly, perfect later. So here's where I went wrong. I spent way too much time perfecting my banner, my logo, all the cute, pretty stuff. Meanwhile, I had not a single product listed. Here's what I know now. Your shop design does not make orders, your products do. And I do teach that you need to have a complete looking shop with the banner, with the announcement, FAQs, shop policies, and so much more. But I wish I had gotten items added to my shop and not really overthink the other things. Don't get me wrong, it is all important, but like I tell people in my group, you cannot sell what is not listed. Go ahead and get your first few items up, even if they're not perfect. The goal is to get 1% better with each new item you add to your shop, but you just have to start. Eventually, the market will teach you a lot more than any design tutorial ever will. Let data guide your decisions. I used to create what I thought looked cute or what felt right to me, and that approach made me exactly $0. Everything changed though when I began using tools like Everbee to really get a better understanding of what people were actually looking for. Now, I won't lie to you, I fought it for a long time. I didn't want to invest in a research tool because I thought I could figure it out on my own. And maybe years ago on Etsy, you could, but there is undoubtedly a ton of competition now. So I firmly believe that you do need a research tool. Data became my roadmap essentially, and it showed me what was trending, what had demand, and what was worth my time. So you want to stop guessing and start measuring. You can use whatever research tool you want, but if you know by now, I love Everbee. I do have a link below if you want to check it out. And if you're getting value from the video so far, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. That way you don't miss out on any future content that I add to my channel. Trends are your starting point, not your end point. Here is a mistake I made over and over without even realizing it. So I would find a bestseller, but I would inadvertently or unintentionally copy it almost exactly. And then I would wonder why I didn't get any orders. But the reason why that does not work is because buyers don't want carbon copies. They want variety. You want to use trends to understand what is popular, but then you want to give it your own twist. Give people options, not imitations. Time your launches right. I cannot tell you how many times I uploaded a holiday design just before the actual holiday. Total waste of my time. The algorithm will need time to understand your item and learn how to show it to the right people who will likely buy. For the holidays, I now upload about 2 to 3 months ahead of that holiday. Christmas listings are going up in October, Valentine's Day in December, and so on. So you don't want to wait until the last minute to get your holiday items up in your shop. Use AI to speed up not replace your brain. So back in the day, I was doing everything manually. I was writing every title, every tag, every description, and it was pretty tedious and it took forever. But now I'm using AI to help with the heavy lifting, but I'm still the one putting my final touch on it. AI can definitely draft your descriptions, but you do need to review the descriptions to make sure that it is aligned with what your item is. AI can recommend keywords, but you do need to pick the right keywords. I like to think of AI more of an assistant, not my replacement. Bonus truth: your customers do not care about your preferences. This one hit me hard. I kept making products in my favorite colors, my preferred fonts, my own personal style. But here's the reality: Etsy is not about what you like, it is about what your customers want to buy. I had to learn to separate Danya, the creator, from Danya, the business owner. The business owner looks at the data. The business owner follows the demand. And that shift truly changed everything for me. When I took my own ego out of it, things really did change in the right direction for me. You want to make sure your design is good, it is in demand, and it has no errors, of course. Does it matter if it's your personal vibe or your personal style? No. If there's a demand for it, then you create a high quality product for your customers. If this video gave you clarity on your next move, definitely check out my online membership. I do have the link below for you. We would love to have you. Again, you'll get your daily product prompts, hot trends, and ideas you can actually implement today to begin getting those orders in your shop. Now, I want to hear from you. If you could begin your Etsy journey over, what will you do differently? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below. I do read every single one, and I do love connecting with you all there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, everybody.